Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to address this area a little bit, not a lot, because I don't know how much I can get done, but I do want to address it. So, let me show you what I want to do. I have to pick up that. Don't mind the poop, guys. I know you guys don't want to look at poop, but I'm gonna pick it up now. This is what I come to because the dogs poop at night before they go to bed. So I'm not gonna pick it up at night. I can't see, so I pick it up in the morning. But yeah, I want to address some of these things, make them look a little bit better, and yeah, take you guys along with me. I might not get to everything, but I'll get to some of it, and we'll do it together. The next thing I normally do is feed the fish, but I already did that. So now I just want to go ahead and address this area. Hold on, let me show you guys. The plant that I had growing up on this trellis that I made, if you want to call it, died because it didn't get enough water. I think it didn't get enough water because it was under the table. But yeah, so that's that. And then so yeah, I'm just trying to clean up this area, this piece of weed. And then I'm looking at this plant right here. This plant continues to struggle, but whenever I take it inside and put it in water, it gets better. It grows roots and it gets all happy. So I'm just thinking the soil that I might be using, it's just it doesn't hold enough moisture, because I guess this plant requires a little bit more moisture than the other succulents. What is this? This is the ruby necklace. It gets purple when it gets some good amount of sun, but not a lot of sun lately over here on this side. So yeah, so I'm gonna now take it and put it back inside in some water and try to see if I can get it back to its happy self. Then I will try again outside with a soil that holds a little bit more moisture. So yeah, this is no good already. None of this is good. I have this one here as well. I think some pieces died or fell off. Let me see. Let me look over there. I can tell that a squirrel's been probably burying stuff in here. It's right by the fence where he can easily grab onto it. So yeah, this, I probably need to change that soil as well and use a different soil. So I won't be able to do that right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything out and just put it back inside in some water and see what happens. So I'm just gonna move this from the table. The sun was just out and then it got all gloomy again. So yeah. So these I'll move aside because they need to be redone. That tall euphorbia. Initially, I did want to take it out, but I kind of like it right there. It looks really nice. It's got this little euphorbia right here that I am going to propagate just because it's like, I don't know, hanging. So it didn't look really strong like the other ones. So I just twisted it off. Well, I don't think I'll be able to continue to twist it off. Can I? Yes, I did. Okay. There it is. I'll propagate this. Okay. You know, with all the rain that we get here, you think this owl will look a little bit happier, but it doesn't. It does not look happy. A lot of the tips are dry. What I do is I snip them off so that the plant can look a little better. I'm just using my nails to trim the tips off that are all dried out. It does look better than the way it currently looks. I should reset this, but I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know. I'm being a little bit lazy about it. So I don't think I'll reset it. Hopefully the weather stays nice. It's supposed to be overcast. It doesn't say that it's gonna rain, but you know, Florida. We might go fishing, so hopefully we can do that. It's only the high I saw 73. I imagine that that'll be like sometime in the afternoon. I'm back, guys. It took me some time because I was trying to see if I wanted to add another plant in there. I'm going to try to put this is a trailing elephant bush, so maybe I'll put that in there. This one is one of the ones that this is my trailing jade that I had beheaded several of them because they had something in their roots. I can't remember what it's called, but they're like balls in their roots, and it's not good for the plant. I'm gonna take this off. And yeah, it's for this one. I have quite a few of them that look really nice like this. So maybe I'll put this one up there, and maybe hopefully it will do well. I'm just gonna be going like this. Look at this fork here. Doesn't look too good. Look at it. Don't know why it looks like that. This soil gets really compact, and I think that's why the plants don't get enough water, and that's why I believe some of my succulents do well during the rainy season. It's after a while the soil gets so compact, the water just goes right through it. So it's a good thing and a bad thing for other plants. Like for the aloe, not that it's gonna kill it, but the aloe can look better, you know, like the appearance of it could look better. So yeah. I'm also probably grabbing onto some roots. I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned. Okay, I think that's enough soil. Okay. So I'm going to take this one out. This has been in the soil. Oh wait, I just noticed you guys can't see. There we go. Take this one out. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm trying to keep everything here so I don't make a mess. This was a hanging pot, but it fell and it broke. Hi, Max. Damn. Whoa. You know what? I'm going to go ahead since I already removed the dirt. I'm just going to move. Put that there. It's a little unbalanced there. Trim the roots. Okay. That's going to look good there. Yeah, and I'll spread and I'll trail. The soil that I'll be adding on there is not going to have any turf in it, so I'm not adding anything to it. It's going to be straight up cactus soil to help out with it being so compact. The old soil that's there, maybe the topsoil that I'm putting on there will hold a little bit more moisture because it's new and it doesn't have surface in it. There you go. I'm going to take a few of these pieces and push it to the back because they want it to spread out back there as well. There you go. I abandoned this arrangement over there on the ground behind the palm tree. It's been in this pot for a very long time, so I want to take this Hortia. It's a pretty Hortia. It just needs a little bit of some TLC. I sun's coming out. So look at how much better it looks. All cleaned up. So I'm gonna put it here. Oh, now I gotta remove some of the soil. There we go. Push the soil here into the roots. That looks really nice there. I like that there. Maybe I'll put this more together and see if it does better there with some soil around its roots. This one that was also in that arrangement. Just shove it back there and see what happens. Maxie, come here. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong, Max? This pot, I'm gonna just dump everything out, put new soil in there. I'm not gonna put surface on it and see how it goes with these. I mean, this already has its own, I think, a little bit of drainage. Let's see. Gonna try not to disturb it as well. There you go. I don't want to make a mess. I want to show you the roots. Look at the roots on this one. Really nice. Take that off that. This one fall in there. This one barely has any roots, but it has roots. I'm just pushing it down. Lots of breeze. Where's Maxie? Maxie! I don't know where she went. Okay, that one's done for now as well. This one here, as you can see, I'm focusing on this specific area of all the plants that are over here. So, this one, let me make sure I'm in frame. This is, if I could remember the name, it's like in the tip of my tongue. It starts with the R, and I can't remember. But it's got something too. I don't know what this is. I think it's like some type of scale. It's so hard to control scale. It gets really frustrating. I don't know if I want to go ahead and trim this one up. I think I'm going to. Just went ahead and decided to do that. So yeah, I'm going to trim it up. I also want to reset. Here it is. I think I'm going to take advantage that it's overcast, and I'm going to go ahead and spray it with some alcohol and see what happens. Yeah, I need to do that. to be honest. I don't know. The way I feel right now about this plant, if it makes it, it makes it, doesn't, doesn't. What makes me feel that way about it is the scales. It's just, I don't even know if I'll be able to get it to look better. Let me go get some alcohol. I'm back. Alcohol, this is 70% alcohol. Like the bottle says 70%. So it's pure. There's no water in here. And I'm just going to rub it like this. The sun just came out, but this is over here in the shade. It'll be fine. The alcohol evaporates really quickly. I don't know if this will work or not. A lot of people say that that they get rid of their scales with alcohol, so I don't know. The only way I'll know if it works is new growth, unless the scale comes back, because you know, where did it came from initially? That's what I don't get. It had no scales to begin with, and then it had scales. And it's not like it had a plant that was next to it that had scales, none of that. So I don't get it. That's why it's frustrating. At least if you knew, you know, you could just be like, okay, yeah, I'll target that. But nope. Don't know where it comes from. Gosh, I had this on top of that poor thing. Okay, so that's that. That's all. Got drenched in alcohol. Appearance-wise, it looks better. Just the way I planted it, it's much better than what it did. Okay. Let me set you up on another spot. Okay, guys. So the next thing I want to tackle is my echeveria alto. So I'll have to take her out. I want to take all the soil out because I'm going to behead them. So I need to put dry soil in there. It cannot be wet. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, let me pull it out of there and start working on it. Guys, I love this weather. It feels like I'm outside in AC. It is awesome. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and chop off the heads. So I'm going to look here. I don't know if I want to leave some. Should have had something to put trash in. Sorry, I know my head's probably in the way. So I don't want that. Let me find a better angle. Okay, like that. Right? Yeah. So I think, and many other people believe, that when you leave leaves on a stem, it does tend to grow a plant quicker. But because these are, you know, they're really not a lot of, I don't want to cut it too much, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm just going to leave it like that, just the stem. So see, I'm just going to do that, and then what I'll do is I'm going to remove some leaves, just a very little, because I don't have to remove a lot. It has a good sized stem. It's also a good time to inspect it. Let me zoom out a little. Just, I never really look in here because, oh, I don't, just because I don't. You can't really like lift it up and look at it, you know? So it's a good time to do that. Such a pretty succulent. So, yeah. This will go, this whole pot, once I remove the soil and put dry soil in there, because I want to keep it in the same pot. This will go in the greenhouse. I think that's it. I think that's it. Well, I could go up to here, but see if I get, nope, I made it worse. Oh, great. And I pulled out the wrong one. I was trying to remove this one and I pulled out the wrong one. Good job there. Look. Oh, and it came out so easy and I messed up another one that I didn't have to. So now I'll just take more to propagate. These little leaves will provide a new plant. It's good to go in the order. You can see where like the next leaf you can pull out. That's it. That's all I'm going to do for this one. I'm not going to continue to pull out anymore. I really can't see. Ow, pinched myself. Okay. Oh, here's the next one. Pretty that looks. Here's that one. Oop, that one just came right off. What happened? That. Look at that. This one is already. This one is goner. No roots. Look, it was like separating itself. That's crazy. It was separating itself. See? Like trying to heal itself. Because look, it doesn't look really. Well, I mean, it looks a little bit unhappier than the other ones, but in general, most of it looks really good. So yeah, looks like a little rock, just a little. And then something was eating it there. Something was making its way in there. That's a good thing I decided to mess with it. Okay, so that's that. That's the smallest one. So So the easiest way for me to remove the rock, because it's been there for a while, the soil's not going to go with the rock. So I'm just going to go ahead and tip it like this, and you'll get most of your clean rock. I can't do nothing about the small rock, so that's just gonna have to go. And let me see. Look, it's not even that deep. I mean, you couldn't rip them. So what I'll do with these is I'll put them in another pot and some new soil in the greenhouse and see if it produces anything. The stem looks so old that I'm not sure that it will do anything. They're in the way. Right there. Just gonna dump all the soil now. Guys, I'm a little bummed. I walked away to get some turfus and my tripod fell on top of my dusty rose, one of the baby ones. And I was just looking at it earlier saying, oh, look at how pretty it's growing, and it broke some pieces off. Let me see if I can show you real quickly. And there, that baby one right there. See it? So mad. I get back here and I'm looking and I'm like, where's my tripod? And it's in there. So frustrating. And I was just thinking when I go and show you guys inside the greenhouse, it's going to tell you how this light fell on the ghost plant as well. I was fixing one of the panels and I forgot that there's a light on there, and the light fell on top of it, so it caused some damage as well. And now this happened. Such a bummer, you know. Anyways, I put a little turfus on top. It won't affect the plant in any way. Let me see. Is it still there? No. Okay. There we go. So it doesn't affect the plant in any way. I'm just not putting any rock on it. The roots will actually attach to this, so that's okay. But anyways, I am gonna go like this and have it go in there into the actual soil. So yeah, just press it in there gently so I know that the stem is in the actual soil. Sucks when that happens, you know, because you're trying to keep your plants all nice. And then I walked away just to get some turfus and the wind knocked it down. I have a video of when I planted this, so this plant has been in this pot for quite a while. I'll link it down below so you guys can see how I did it. When I pulled everything out, I used a lot of perlite because that time I was using perlite. And I also have styrofoam in there just so that I wouldn't have to fill the pot with so much soil. So, this pot does not have a lot of soil. I mean, it has a decent amount of soil, but it's not full, you know? It's got a little bit more than half, I would say. This might be a little tough because this stem is at an angle. So I'm not sure if this one will actually touch the soil all the way. But I'll keep an eye on it. I'll check it. There it is. Looks like when I first got it, not so full. That the plant still looks good after, I don't know if it's 2 years old. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But I will look it up and tell you guys. So this is going to go into the greenhouse. Here is the stem of the original. I potted it up as well. So this will also go in the greenhouse until this cast is over. So yeah. Next project is on this side. This is the chair that I did. Let's see if you can see it. There is the euphorbia that I propagated from the other big one that was on the red table. It's gotten big, as you can see. Then I don't know if this is Murasaki or the other one, Gathopetalum pentendrum. I can't remember. So if anybody knows, or there's another one. There's another name. Not sure. So everything's doing pretty well that I've grown and that I've put in there. Some things are outgrown already. And the only thing that did not do well is this plant right here. What is this? It's a bromelia. It's a bromelia. I don't know if it's fully dead or not because the roots feel really strong. Or maybe not. Okay, never mind. I think I finished killing it. I know, I think it was already dead. It was just pretty tough in there. So I'm gonna trim it right here. Here's one cut how long it is. Very long. See, it always has like little nodules of roots all over. So it's pretty easy to propagate as well. It's got a lot of dry leaves though. So some spots don't look too pretty. But I mean, it can be propagated so many times. I'll probably cut it right here because then that's where the other gap is. This is a nice one. This is a nice cutting right here. Okay, another piece. This has got tons of dry leaves. Yeah, doesn't look really pretty. I mean, this chair does not have a lot of soil. I put a lot of turf in there more than soil, so this could be one of those type of plants that would like a little bit more moisture. Because the other one, what is it? The banana plant, that one. She likes water. She does. She looks better when she gets watered frequently. So yeah. Anyways, this is here. This is a Kalanchoe. Very tough plant. Very, very tough. I'm just gonna cut it. And it shoots out roots all over. It shoots out roots all over. Very easy to propagate. I have some of these that have already started to propagate. So I might replace that for, these for those. And I'll just cut them right here. Okay guys, so I was able to pull some of the old soil out, and now I'm gonna start placing some plants in there. I might even use the ones that I've already went ahead and cut. I know that they're fresh cuts, and I know that if it rains you know, I might be putting them at risk, but I feel like these are different. They're not the same as echeveria, so I think they'll do just fine. This one has roots. This one I'm trying to find a spot for it here. There's metal between the spots here, so. I might want to also add new soil for digging, just to make sure I know it's going to get a good, have a good chance. That's trailing jade. Have these. These are so pretty. It's another type of kalanchoe. These also root very easy. These grow tall, so that's why I'm putting them right there, because they'll grow tall. See, these shoot out roots. These are where roots will come out of. Oh, I just broke some leaves. Hold on. I'm trying to hold everything in my hand. I'm gonna go get a few more of these. They're growing all over the place. And they do grow like weeds. Sorry I'm blocking the camera. There's a piece of metal here. I can't find the spot where the metal's not there. Okay. I'll stand it up in a minute. It's not a good angle. Let me go get some more. Okay guys, I'm all done with this one. Looks much better. It's gonna grow really nice. Fresh soil on top. And I was looking over here, looking at this one to see if I should, you know, mess with it today or not. And then I look and I'm like, oh, is that a random plant down there growing? And look, my tripod broke this one too, guys. You know how old that is? I'm so upset. That was old. It's been there for a long time, along with that one. And now I'm so sad. And now it's here, broken. Look at it. It's been there for so long. Gosh. It got a good beating. Yeah. It's not gonna look pretty. These are loose. You can see where the stem is broken. I mean, it'll still recover and probably grow a plantlet right on top of there. But it's such a bummer. Man. So frustrated. You gotta be more careful. Yeah, this one's been here for a while. I also, what I did one day was just refresh the soil. I can see I lost a really nice, I added this to this when I refreshed it. I'll link the video in the bottom below as well, both of them, when I first did it and the refresh. But I lost a black prince. It was really nice. I don't know why it ended up dying, but it did. Today is just really frustrating with these things. But this looks really nice. I'm really happy with the way this looks. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim my turtle like I normally do. I just trim it and then it grows really nice right back. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but it's like a haircut. Like for some reason it just grows much better when you do that. So I'll just go like that here. See? All around it. Okay, there you go. I want to leave the front there. It looks, I don't know, I guess I will. I was gonna leave it, but changed my mind. There you go. Okay, so now let me just pick up my mess and show you what everything's gonna look like. You guys, I'm all done. I cleaned up. It looks so much better. It's not fully, everything's not fully touched up, but it looks good. It looks welcoming and inviting to me. So I actually sat here in between doing things, and I ate some eggs that my daughter made me. It was good. Weather is beautiful, so really enjoyed it. So I moved my crown of thorns that always keeps flowering for me over here. I had it shoved in the corner to avoid frogs from jumping. Still, somehow they were managing to get in there, but hopefully I've pushed the lid all the way down where frogs can't get in there, and I placed the owl there, so hopefully that will deter them from trying to get in there. But anyways, yep, I have had some casualties throughout the process, but I'm okay. Deep breaths. Anyways, so what else? Okay, so this area, I looked over here and I saw that it's getting beautiful sun, so I decided to bring one of my ghost plants over here. That can probably explain why the aloe is a little bit burnt on the tips too. It could have been that, oh, it's getting a lot of sun there and I didn't realize it. So yeah, anyways, so that really looks nice and neat there. This one looks good here, this one as well. So really like how that looks right there. I've told you guys before, I like to clean this table with leather cleaner. It really makes it shiny again, and then also it makes everything slippery, like just the dirt slips right off, so it makes it nice and red. So I did that. That's a tip. And then I placed these plants on this chair. I'm using it as like a plant stand, and that is a beautiful Repotting fred ives. I have two currently really big. This is one, and then my other one that's really big. So there they are. It looks beautiful. And then I touched up this chair. This chair is getting dappled light right now, so not very good lighting for you guys to see. And then I trimmed the turtle, and that's all I did for now. I haven't even looked at these. Look at these. This is what do you call it, flowering, and this is a string of pearls. It's doing really well. I don't understand, if they're gonna sell something for outdoors, why do you sell a material that's just gonna crumble? I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. And it's more the the cups that crumbled. So if this, maybe what I can do is get cute little teacups and glue them on. And then that's what I can do. That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do that. Be really pretty. I think it'll be really pretty. I might be able to replace this one too. I have an idea now for a project. Okay, I'm excited about that. That just came to me. Anyways, so there's my cute little gnomes. I have gnomes here and there. I really like gnomes. And that's what I did, guys. I did that. Let me show you where my plants in the greenhouse are now. Before I show you the plants that I placed in the greenhouse to recover, I want to show you what I'm planning on doing. This has grown pretty low here, so I'm going to trim that, and I'm going to trim this one. And I have to pull some weeds out of there as well. And maybe this one here. And that's about it. But these are doing really good. They're flowering. I saw a butterfly earlier. It's really pretty. So yeah, these have always done really well. Look at them. So proud of these. And this is neglect. This is compacted in there, and it deals with hurricanes, but it thrives. It thrives in that environment. Lizard shot. I like how they stay very still. Something here bit this in here, I can see. You know, I've even found frogs on top of something up high like this, so it gets pretty scary to look in there. These are doing super well. You know, I put the bird feeder right here, and then I didn't realize that I'm like, why am I getting so much weeds in here? What happened was some of the seeds from the bird feeder fell in here and they started to grow. So now I have to pull those. See? But anyways, let me go show you the plants that I placed in the greenhouse. Oh, let me show you a shot of the greenhouse when the sun is hitting it really nice. Those things I just was picking up, so I just put it there. Everything I'm using right now. But look, see? It's getting some good sun. Everything's getting good sun right now, even on here. Okay guys, so here are the plants that I trimmed. This one was an accident with my tripod. This one we're gonna try to recover. I replanted this one, and it's gonna go somewhere over there where it gets like dappled light. These have no roots. These are plants that I picked up along the way that were just needed to be trimmed. And then here are all the leaves that I collected. This is from the accident, and then this is from when we trimmed the echeveria altos. So that's it. This one will go outside as well, and this one will stay in here, and this one will stay in here, and then these leaves will go under here like my other leaves. Let me show you. Here is an example of how I propagate my leaves. I just throw them there and they will produce plants for me. Obviously, if you forget about them and the main leaf dies and you forget about it, your plant is gonna probably shrivel up and die as well. So you gotta keep an eye out and not forget about them. This is a bunch of black prints. This is from the stalk of a flower. When it flowered, the stalk, I took all the leaves. And that's it, guys. And then here is the echeveria alto. It will be here until it roots. And then I'll put her back where she was. And then here is the one that suffered the accident with the light right here. See, she got hit there, but other than that, it's fine. This is the light that fell because I was fidgeting with this panel, and I didn't realize it, and I forgot, and it fell on it. But anyways, other than that, everything else is doing really, really well. Oh, I planted my echeveria chroma into that pot. See, here's my echeveria pearl Newtonberg. This is the only way I can have a beautiful size of echeveria pearl Newtonberg. It has to be in the greenhouse. Other than that, they struggle a lot. If they don't die, they lose a lot of its leaves, and it always looks like a tiny little plant. But here, it does well. And like I said, I barely water in here. I probably water once a month, and maybe sometimes I can go over that. So yes. Anyways, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You guys have a blessed day. Bye guys.